Where the heck is he? Oh.
Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right.
He's just throwing his
Sure,
money
that
around.
will come
That's
to an
his
agreement, but not
his
here.
buttering. Okay, look, I've got money. Everybody look, I've got money and treasures. This is such an elaborate thing just to not beat up 4 guys.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things.
Excuse me, sir, I would like 1 marijuana, please.
Indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
Oh, it didn't play.
I thought
It's
they'd
weird.
ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere. And pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then. Just as you arranged. And put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay
There we go.
would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face.
And why didn't play the first time?
I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I don't know why you
trust I
did
can
that.
count on your support if things turn sour.
Of course.
Good dog. Good Fenrir. I guess no, he's technically not Fenrir, it's just his species can do that. The northern ice wolf just can occasionally do that.
Why is the tavern shut?
Let's go.
And away we go. Back into the desert. Yeah, it just... It's blocked off by this giant, just like, wall of... I don't even know what that is. Like salt deposits or something? Yeah, let's fight. Oh, look, he can fight.
It's over.
Oh, come on. Hurry. I want to try that. Actually, I might have enough XP to get the ultimate move. Let's see. I do indeed. Earth and Fury. I've got 69 points left over. I kind of want to get that as well. Let's see, so triangle is my heavy. What's my other one currently? I think I want upheaval instead, right? No, I think the wind-up is the one that has the longer move. Where it, like, drills into them.
I'll take it from here.
Alright, I'll go hide behind that rock. Oh, they just have them in a in a tent.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
Oh. Who? Oh, hello.
We have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord.
Oh, it's
But
that
we have ships, and will gladly deliver
Skyrim
to a
guy
port of
again.
your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Wrinklynewt, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
What are we, like the police?
What is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
It's not over yet, Uncle!
Wait, this is Kupka's private guard? Oh, they've got... Where's the healer? Oh, they've got two healers? Unfair.
Titan! Give me thunder!
Oh, right in the dick. Oh, I have to fight chocobos now? I don't know if I fight chocobos.
Fire and flame!
It's just a courier, come on. Fry it up.
Well,
The red
that wasn't
chocobos can
too
cast
bad.
meteor.
How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly. Buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the royalists. Well,
Using
now
some
it's
sort
over.
of weird legal
Indeed it
loophole
is.
for some
People of
reason.
Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
What, you don't have an infinite inventory? I'll just put it in my pocket real quick. Sometime later.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the south
I'm
gate,
sure
was it
glad that
not?
we killed
To tell the
those
truth, you've helped a little there too.
15 or
Many of the
so
guards have already
guys
been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades.
and didn't kill those
Those left behind
4.
have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
So,
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
why would you tell him your name?
Thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the... Ugh!
Here,
I mean,
wear this.
your beard is gray. Is another pin for my collection? Oh, it is.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Man,
Thank you.
I kind of wish he actually got them
Please,
visually,
Feel free to
just
send
like on
one
his
of my
cape.
Stoluses back to your people. Tell them
Had
that
like 15
Rosina
different
Dalamil
pins on
is
me.
back in bed with Sid.
Umia Lostelan. Tuisa Achilles.
So, wait. When we destroy the mother crystals, are all these birds gonna just become useless?
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold.
Yeah, glad we're allies, I guess? Question mark?
Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come
I would
on,
say that was short and sweet,
let's
but
go.
Probably more dragged out than it needed to be. Oh no, there's side quests.
Even forged a butter knife, but perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I. Oh,
He looks so sad.
are you Clive? Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask.
It's
It was that.
made of water
Pack my
because of the
bags.
baths, I guess. Sure.
Give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information.
You're right.
Oh, that means talking to
Fumbling
people.
it now. There's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a live. There's the butcher, of course. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools. All right. I'll talk to every cook I can find.
All right.
Let's hope there's someone.
Uh-huh. Excuse me while I just speed through this one.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better
So
get to
many of
it.
these quests are just so weird.
It would make a fine gift for your beloved.
Welcome, sir.
A question. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something.
Fair enough. First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Give me a blade
Okay.
which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block.
So a knife that stays
Interesting. I wouldn't have thought you needed knives to stay sharp. Very interesting. I'm glad we learned.
All those years of toil,
Was this a new quest?
all right.
the baths are closed. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need.
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water, but I can't go and investigate. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one.
Okay.
All right.
Wonderful. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest. These baths are all that my livelihood, my.
Okay. Got it. Go kill the fire beast that's at the source of the springs.
Silver platters, sweet inside.
They've
Okay.
opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
Where's another chef? In the inn, maybe?
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. The most
Yes,
fragrant
they're
herbs.
quite sort.
Is it true, Morton?
No, he's in the market still. Someone else here that uses knives.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
I'll be asking for you again.
Uh,
1,000 gil for you can't even fill.
who the heck else has a knife? A fisherman, maybe?
No, we can make our way back to the flat.
Uh-huh. Who else would have a knife that would be inside this circle? A guard? No, I don't see any. They would just have a thing over their head. We know they want knives to stay sharp. So now this guy doesn't count.
The finest fabric.
Is there some... Oh, I guess there is a second level to this, isn't there? Never went up here.
I need to drink.
There is, but there's nothing up here. Yeah, I don't know. There's nobody else with a thing over their head. It's just another speak with the townspeople quest, but...
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your silver platters.
It's weird because it looks like there's a little path. Oh, there is a little path right here for no reason.
To a silken softness, like eating a cloud with a crust.
Okay, that guy doesn't count.
It would make us
Put a knife with an edge like Odin's razor in my hand, and I'll make short work of any carcass.
Cool. There's nothing else here. I've literally been down every path. Nobody else here uses a knife.
The baths are, closed for scrubbing.
Unless somehow I have to do the other quest first. And then this one?
This town is truly blessed. The bustling markets, the healing waters.
There's
I'll be
nobody
asking for you
here.
again, my sweet.
Alright, let's go do the other quest and then come back. Oh, this guy? Really? He's obscured by the other icon.
Sorry,
Hunter.
I have a question.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Your knife snaps every time you use it. You'll be spending coin as fast as you make it.
Thank you.
Cool business, eh?
You want a sharp knife that
Carving
doesn't
knife should be
break.
hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Hardly a revelation.
The stoutest stoneware.
Even they're aware of how much of a waste of time this was.
Yes, they're quite carpets have pride of place.
So, you learn anything useful, or...?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp.
All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy, and they do it...
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark, but that can't be right. No.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon.
Agreed.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is gonna be disappointed.
Is there no one else you can turn to?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Okay, go talk to somebody else. No, he's gonna go talk to somebody. I don't need to. Great.
This is no.
Wait, what? He went all the way that way to talk to somebody?
I was hoping to get out of this.
Oh my god. Alright, I guess we're going
Come on.
this way. Talk to a trader. Just fly, come on.
Thanks, girl.
Yep, medals, good.
What I asked her, but...
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, they're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. but adamantite ore is unique to ash.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash.
Huh?
Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron, but he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits, and if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Is that true?
What? I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate...
Limestone, besides.
You'll have no trouble finding limestone. Oh,
Then I suppose I'll...
right you are.
Okay, got it.
Do you crush it up, or just...
Where? Okay, it's that way. I'm curious if it would be faster to fast travel or would have been to fun. Or to run. Let's find out.
Well, this is no good.
Is it true?
That was a little bit faster.
My carpet.
The most fragrant herbs and fresh.
We'll go ahead and do both of these now then.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Hanging lanterns.
Yep, we'll just walk
We should
on
get
through.
going soon. Do you have water?
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it?
No, I've been messing around in town.
Question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Tolmeki and Waloot are allies, and as you've seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest.
Sure. Isn't that how we entered, like,
I've lost one city
every
already.
single
If I lose another, people will start to think
major
me
city?
careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
I feel like every single one we've entered had a mine section. With that weird ash.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs.
Oh,
Shall
and it's
we
bombs.
press
Of
on?
course it is. How do I get over there?
Looks a lot.
Oh, of course. I gotta loop all the way around.
Hopefully this is what Seven needs.
Excuse me.
Ready, go?
I turned away from the
Come on, go.
mic as much as I could. I like this music, actually. And this is a one-way trip. You just fast travel back.